إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه.
Our ethos at the Noor Initiative is, given the opportunity to do good, most people will do good, but it just depends on the way that that's presented. A lot of times what you find in a lot of the work that I'm coming into contact with and the people that are delivering that is they have an absolute disconnection with the service user. They have never really kind of occupied that social landscape that they've occupied. They've never been in a prison, they've never been in a secure unit, they've never been in a children's home, they've never been to a court, maybe only been there in a supportive role for somebody that has come through court, but they don't really have an understanding of that. And what I've done at the Noor Initiative is I've kind of managed to feed in to that and have people that are dealing with frontline services that have an understanding of that. There are other people that work as part of my staff team who don't have a criminal background, but they are of equal value. But what I want to make sure is that there are people hands-on on a grassroots level that are there to be able to provide that service if it's needed. So I don't have an expectation, but I have a hope that we can create a landscape where there is some level of comfort, there is some level of willingness to be able to lay their stall out, whatever shortcomings that they feel they have, and feel that they're not going to be detrimentally judged for that, that they're going to be communally supported, and they're going to have people that can kind of feed into some of the desires of them wanting to maybe push forward in their life, because everybody has those. Crime as an option really is just a shortcut, an ability to be able to be self-sustainable amongst their family. It's just the way and the method that they go about that is obviously not pro-social and inappropriate. So the core values are there, but it's just making sure that we develop those in the correct way. And we need to make that plausible to that person. Because in the first instance, they're going to be like, well, why am I going to go and leave that? And just come and sit down with some guys that are just waste guys that are not, because this is their mentality. They're thinking, well, actually, I could be out there on the road going and making money. Why am I going to sit down there with these brothers? I don't even know them. So we need to make sure that we create an environment where they feel that they can actually come, occupy that space, be honest about the journey of change that they want to make. Once we've developed that, the most critical point and the most critical intervention really is making sure that we have continuous hands-on crisis support. And that is done through a mobile phone line, that can be done via email. So at the Noor Initiative, what we're planning to introduce is a 24-hour crisis line where anybody can call at any time, receive advice, receive advocacy. And this is not just exclusively for the mentees, this is for the families of the mentees. What I want to try and do is allow the family to tap into that as a resource. So I want their cousin and their mum and their auntie to be able to feel comfortable and to be able to speak to Suleiman, speak to Bilal, you know, speak to the other people that we have working at the organisation and say, actually, can you come and speak to my son? Can I speak to you in confidence about an issue that is ongoing within my family? Something that they don't feel they need to struggle too hard with. Because it's very sensitive information. I mean, you know, for a parent to actually even open their door to a stranger or a strange organisation to come in and say, actually, there are some issues that are pertaining to my son that we need some assistance with. It's a very delicate situation. So, of course, this information has to be dealt with the same amount of due care.